Passover tells us something profound about freedom. Let's begin with a fact that's easy to overlook. On Passover night, all households, both Israelite and Egyptian, faced death. This tells us something important. God's judgment wasn't simply against Pharaoh or the Egyptians. Pharaoh had acted as though he was God and owner, but clearly so had the Israelites. They had also rejected God's ownership rights. That's why they too faced death, unless they sheltered under the blood of the Lamb. Think about what this says. It says that the Israelites deserved God's judgment as much as the Egyptians. If the Israelites were simply innocent victims, they would have had no judgment to fear. They painted blood on their doorposts because they too were guilty. They are throwing themselves on God's mercy. And God offered mercy as the substitute died in their place, a lamb. The lamb tells us that there is more to come. Who, after all, thinks that a lamb is a fair substitute for a human? And as the Bible story continues, our hunch is confirmed. The lamb was a pointer. The lamb embodied a promise of a true substitute, because there was an even greater act of freedom to come. Passover continued to be celebrated annually by the Jews. But one year, more than a millennium later, John the Baptist sees Jesus. He cries out, "Look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." John was the first person to associate Passover with Jesus. But the association didn't end there. It's no coincidence that Jesus died on Passover weekend. He died at the very same time lambs were being slaughtered to commemorate the original Passover. It all points to this. Jesus is our Passover lamb. Jesus is our willing substitute. Whatever our nationality, Egyptian, Israeli, British, or something else, we all deserve to die. We too have acted as though we are God and owner of our lives. Yet, Jesus dies in our place. And if we are trusting him, it's like his blood is painted over our lives. And this is where freedom starts. Freedom is knowing security. Yes, God will come in judgment. He holds us accountable for how we have lived. But if we are trusting Jesus, God will pass over us. We are safe under the blood of the Lamb. You have freedom to face your past. Because of the blood of the Lamb, your failure can't define you. And you have freedom as you face your future. Because of the blood of the Lamb, whatever happens, you can know that your ultimate destiny is totally safe. And when we put it all together, you can know freedom in your present life too. The blood of the Lamb, Jesus' death for us, proves one unchanging reality. The God of the universe loves you. And freedom is realizing that whoever you are, whatever you've done, you can be totally secure in that love.